The hell was that?
Hey, good morning.
Sorry?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. What the hell was that off air? Oh,
I'm testing a new thing here.
okay. What else did you invest in? Hello, Dean. This is Jarvis. What would you like me to write for you today?
This is a new, a guy from my course was using this the other day, and I had a call with him yesterday and asked him what it was. It's called mmhmm, mmhmm,
NHMMM. Okay.
mmhmm, and basically it's like a video player, but like you can, control where you are on the screen. You can have your slides.
How much does it cost?
There's a free version.
You obviously not a chump for a free version.
Well, right now I'm on the free version until I decide whether I want it or not. It's $8.33 a month, I think. So it's not cheap.
It's not cheap. It's a very interesting price point too.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. It's a pretty cool little.
It's cool. It's got a very soft cutout, and I guess you're on a green screen, right?
No, well, I've got my gray curtain in the background. You can change your rooms. The idea is that you can build better presentations. You can share slides without having to do the whole, they call it the share your screen dance, where you're like, okay, I'm going to share my screen. It keeps the presenter kind of front and center.
Mm-hmm.
You can even zoom yourself. You can ghost yourself a little bit. There's all kinds of, you can put yourself in a circular frame. There's without my room background.
That's very cool.
Anyway,
that's actually very cool. So you picked it all up in a day, right?
I started playing with it 15 minutes ago.
Technology is your friend.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is. It's the ease with which, like, you're not disappearing. I'm not seeing any controls on the screen, and yet you're manipulating everything.
Yeah, I was actually just watching a video on their website. They've launched a new product called Chunky, which actually right now this version is the version that plays within Zoom. Mm-hmm. They have their own platform now,
which is called what?
Chunky.
Oh, that's the name of the platform. Sorry.
So, but you can do all kinds of cool stuff. Interchange. Like if I had, you could start a meeting with a live, like, hey, how's it going? Did you see the Jays game last night? And then you can jump seamlessly into a pre-recorded presentation, and the user doesn't know really that and then you can jump out of it. You can do all kinds of cool shit. So,
and how much does Chunky cost?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I've been looking at that. That's the one, the pre-recorded presentation. That's the one feature I really liked about the. Thank you. What's it called? Webinar Jam.
Webinar Jam.
Ever Webinar. Yeah, they had those the ones that I think it's called
Evergreen.
Ever Webinar. It's this flip of the Webinar Jam. Webinar Jam is supposed to be live, and that one is pre-recorded.
Right.
And that's where they simulate chat, and so it doesn't have any live portions, but it looks like as if it's live.
Yeah.
So chat appears. It's such a.
Yeah, I think that's what Amy Porterfield's probably using.
Oh, most likely, because every time you go to one of those webinars, like hundreds of people are in the room, and they're joining, and they're dropping off.
And they're like, oh look, Vadim just joined. Oh, hi Vadim, so good to see you again.
Tricks of the trade.
Like, how much is this all bullshit? Yeah,
most of it.
Yeah, it's funny,
but it looks natural.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's not designed for anyone to go and see it more than once.
Yeah.
So.
True.
Chances of you calling it, and even if it is recorded, what's the harm?
Yeah.
You're making yourself available to anyone at any point in time, and it feels personal.
Yeah.
So, that's very cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
What's new?
Not much. I had a busy day yesterday. I had 2 calls with coaches
Mhm.
to record new things. So they were both really good. I've already edited them and sent them to them for their sign off to publish them.
Mhm.
So hopefully I'll get that today. And I had to drive my daughter to work and pick her up. And then she had soccer last night. So,
Oh my God, no, not in this heat.
oh yeah, it was bad.
Indoors or outside?
No, outside at
Oh my
6:30.
Jesus Christ, that's borderline child abuse.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but it was not a good game. They were all exhausted and like, I don't know, no one
I can
threw up.
only
So,
imagine.
but
I can
yeah.
only imagine.
What else happened yesterday? I guess that's it. I've got 2 calls today. I got a call at 10 with a guy that used to work for me,
Mhm.
just to catch up and tell him about my new project. And then a call at 11. I think I was telling you, with my realtor friend to do the filling the experience gap interview.
Yeah, I was slaving away yesterday on websites. First on Natalie's website, then on the GTA Property Hub website.
Yeah.
It's just it, I always underestimate how long it takes to set something up.
Yeah.
It's just it takes a while to get things right. I know that once everything is set up,
Yeah.
you're going to be fine. And this is exactly what happened. But I have to say that yesterday found so I'm not as sophisticated as you are, my friend. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to share my screen right now.
I see. The good thing with mmhmm, you don't even need permission to share your screen.
Okay. Okay. So are we moving platforms now?
No. If you were on mmhmm, like I am, you could just share your slides, or your screen, whatever.
Yeah. So oh man, so many screens open. Okay, so this I was redoing this chat, and originally this is her call to action.
Yeah.
And like an introduction. Let's just chat. Let's just have a conversation. And this led to a Calendly invite.
Yeah.
And because she doesn't really have a business right now where people are inundating her with requests to chat.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to afford, I don't want to afford any paid plans.
Yeah.
And here's the thing with Calendly, you can only have one event. So you can only have one thing that people subscribe to. So all of this great stuff, but then look, I embedded her dispensary, blah, 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 but not to show this off, but then you go to my services, and here you have 3 things that you would like to offer, each one with a button that you can just book a call with her, or just go here. And this is where I ran into trouble. So if I wanted to go with Calendly, which integrates beautifully with everything that I want,
Yeah.
it's a challenge. So then I thought, okay, I'm going to be a smart ass. I'm going to send people, when they click on this button, to Thrivecart to pay, and then get them to schedule an appointment. But then you have to introduce a manual step. And imagine if somebody wants to book an appointment at 10 p.m. when they're just browsing on the phone.
Yeah.
What, do you have to respond to them at 10 p.m. and then going back and forth? Like, that's not good. So I found this thing. It's called setmore.com. So setmore.com is essentially a booking class registration program. And they have on their free plan no restrictions as to how many events you want to set up. So here's the one-on-one intro session, diet review, supplements guidance, and then it goes through the like a workflow. Who do you want this with?
Yeah.
When do you want this? All of it. Like you can set your calendar. Business hours, obviously, you can set yourself. Not as flexible as in Calendly, because Calendly, for example, you can set Mondays from 10 to 1, and then from 3 to 6. This one, you just need a block of time. But you can also link your Google Calendar, which means it'll look for free spots.
Yeah.
So you pick a time, and then you pay right on this page. So you like put all of your information here, and then you click continue. And it's interesting because The pro version of this tool has integrations with Stripe and PayPal and some other things. The free one only has integration with Square. And Square is one of those companies that I believe should now own the payment space, but they really didn't.
Yeah.
Remember Square with a little
Yeah.
thing where you can accept payments anywhere, which is fabulous.
Yeah.
But I had an account with Square, so it wasn't a big deal. So I just subscribed. So now the workflow is easy. You just go here, you book an appointment, or you go to a specific one and you book an appointment, you land on the same. Oh shit. Oh, that's not good. See? Why? Okay. Did not save. Okay, so I'll fix that because they're all supposed to go to the same page. And I did not do that properly. Yeah, and it's just incredible how some big names they always are top of mind, and you know that like, oh, everyone's using Calendly.
Yeah,
but you don't really have to. It's not that it's absolutely set in stone that you need to use it. So yeah, that was my endeavor in the world of, oh yeah, see, I forgot that.
it's funny because the like I've had now what, 5, so say I've had, I don't know, 10 or 12 meetings booked by people using my Calendly link.
Yeah.
That alone, I think, it's paid for itself. I forget how much I paid for Calendly, but it was like if I just think about the back and forth dance I used to go through with people, email them, or when are you available? Well, because my answer usually when people said, when do you want to meet? I'd say, well, my schedule's flexible. So what works for you? And then you'd wait like 24 hours and they get back to you and say, how about, this date? And then you're like, oh, actually this works. Okay. But it's like, now it's just, although I have kind of found that like people might be intimidated by Calendly.
If you're not,
especially if it's just something casual you're setting up, because it feels so like in this case, it's perfect because it's professional. But like people on LinkedIn, it's like, hey, do you want to catch up? Sure. And I just paste my link. I go here, book a time with me. And then you get ghosted, and because I think people are like, wait a minute, what am I signing up for?
So yeah, it's
that's very good.
And it's easy to set up, but I'm also seeing so this is the set more. And when you start exploring these options, you find out that there are plenty out there that I never knew existed, because you never care to look past the number one or the most popular one.
Yeah. Well, that's why I've noticed like a lot of times whoever's trying to break into that space, they're paying, like, I forget what was the one that it was, what was that campaign thing you bought?
Active Campaign.
Active Campaign. Because if you search Active Campaign, the first thing on the thing was a paid ad for whoever their competitor was. It says like, we're better than Active Campaign. Yes,
indeed. That's true, because there has to be a way for them. They want to find a way to just jam themselves in and just say, look, there's another consideration. But that's the thing. I mean, services previously, I remember I would try a service and I would be disappointed with it.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff that you find right now, especially if you go through reviews, if I'm satisfied with a service, it's really difficult to kind of move me off it.
Yeah.
And so I can see people starting up. It's a tough slog uphill.
How is Natalie getting her clients? Do you guys have you figured that out yet?
I need to compliment. Oh wow, I misspelled. Yeah, it's I just similar to you, how you discovered this little tool that you're using right now.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's amazing how well designed most of the tools are.
I was having some trouble with the Thrive Architect, just figuring out different things, like the changing where images are. It seems to be in different places sometimes, like to click on it.
Yeah, it takes a while. Just
and then there's a bunch of stuff I couldn't get lined up, like the bottom of boxes and stuff. And I don't
just
know.
ask a question. Like, I mean,
No, I know. You weren't around last week, but
Oh.
when I was playing around with it, it was like there was some things that were just kind of, and then I had to try and remember where the hell did we set up those menus, and that took me a while to figure out.
There's definitely a learning curve. I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna lie. There is a learning curve around how things work. Right now, the more I got used to it.
Yeah,
very much.
It's funny because the contrast between Kajabi is simple, but it's very limited. Like a lot of the Kajabi themes and stuff, like you can't change fonts, you can't, there's only certain things you can do. Whereas on the Thrive thing, you can basically have complete flexibility.
Yeah, I mean, this screen, to be honest, this screen is overwhelming at times.
Yeah.
It's best when it's collapsed. But yeah, the images, like the image it can be in main options, but it's always in the background style.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be here, but sometimes when you drag an image onto here, because have you used all of these tools?
I've used some of them, yeah. The thing I was trying to edit, because I had a theme that had like a background image in it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't for the light, like it took me probably over an hour to figure out how to change that image, because I couldn't find where it was on the sidebar.
Yeah, and then it doesn't help that they're so flexible that you can have you can have colors, like this is in front of the image.
Yeah.
This is behind the image.
Yeah.
This is, and then have you played around with decorations?
No.
So you can have a decoration on the side, like if I put it on this side, you can have a slanted edge. You can have it like this.
Yeah.
You can have a pointer. And then they give you the option of width and height.
Yeah.
This is insane, right? Inverted pointer.
Yeah.
Like, look, you can have a divider, and then you can have a different style. And then some of them have fancy divider, but not for, like, it's usually for blocks. Like, this is it's insane. So initially it is quite overwhelming.
The other thing I haven't quite figured out is the adjusting it for mobile device versus desktop.
Just flip here and adjust it here. Oh, by the way, when you flip to mobile device and when you make changes here, like the biggest one I always use is layout. This is what happens within the frame, and this is what happens outside of the frame.
So anything you change here is only for mobile view?
Yeah, take a look.
Okay. That's the
like,
part.
See the services is going to drop.
Yeah.
So it's 133. But when you go here, because it's not mobile, because it's not responsive, if I click on the image, you see that this is still 0.
Yeah.
So this is only for mobile device.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta go back and make some tweaks on my thing.
But but then you also have here, when you go into Thrive integrations, oops, sorry, it's funny how they put their stuff at the very end here. Oh yeah, Natalie doesn't have any of them installed, but your login forms, your lessons, your course profile, like anything, like if you have quizzes, all of them will be listed here in Thrive integrations, and you drag them onto the page.
Yeah. The other thing I did was to put my video, and I just linked a video from YouTube.
Yep.
I know you got that player, I forget the name of it.
Oh yeah, that was fantastic spend of money. I used it, and I'm not using it anymore. Oh, it's fine. Oh, for websites, it's absolutely fine. People just watch it once and that's it.
Yeah.
It's in the courses where it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's right.
But I saw you also use the frame of a tablet around it. Yeah. That's great. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I've offered to make a web page for a couple of the coaches I interviewed off my URL.
Mm-hmm.
They don't currently have a website, so
What did they say?
haven't got responses back from them yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is going to be a simple, coaching please / Helen Makepeace coach, and then
Yep.
her picture, little blurb, and a link to her to email her or something.
Yeah, it's
looking good.
It's incredible how company details. So why is this image not working? Oh, we got so many different assets. It's insane. 1,000, 250.
You did a little photo shoot with Natalie there.
Not yet. Her friend did that for her.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm still sharing then. So hold on. When I book an appointment, why is this not coming through? Oh well, I'll figure it out. You see the logo's broken?
Yeah.
Well, it was working yesterday.
Hmm.
And this is how the day goes. You start doing something and you think, oh man, it's going to take 2 minutes.
Next thing you know, 2 hours has gone by.
Yeah, 2 hours go by and kind of like, oh crap, what's happening here?
Yeah.
So okay. Yeah, I got more of the same to do today. And I've actually done a couple of blog posts. Yeah. And I'm finding that there's also a learning curve. It seems so simple in the videos, but it's not, because in Jarvis, adjusting some of the things that you have on a sidebar, like keywords, what the article is about, drastically changes what it's writing.
Right. So I guess you haven't posted anything yet to find out how it ranks on SEO.
I have, and I have posted. Well, sorry, I just posted it yesterday.
Okay.
So, and I don't know how long it takes, because Google doesn't scrape your website every single day. So what I do is, because we installed that SEO plugin on your website.
Yeah.
Did you submit your sitemap to Google?
Probably not.
This is what the difference is between Kajabi and the WordPress is. I need to push my sitemap to Google, kind of like asking it. I made changes, crawl the website now.
Yeah. Okay.
So that gets it.
I only just finished putting it together. So
yeah. Well, it's incredible how much you and I know. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well,
but
compared to what I knew, like 8 months ago, it is incredible.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I discovered a completely new world.
Yeah. It's cool. Like even this product, like they only launched a year ago. Like it's amazing in this space how fast things change and like how many new things come out and so on. So
yeah, it is. And funny, interest, like, I don't know, funny, interesting, or scary. It's hard to keep abreast of everything that's happening.
Yeah.
And all those shiny new things, like they keep innovating.
Yeah.
Keep innovating. Anyway.
All right. So I'm off the next 3 days. Hopefully with good weather. The forecast isn't looking great, but I'm not trusting the forecast.
Yeah, forecast is not solid, but I'm sure. Look, I went to the college. I was supposed to be rained out Tuesday to Friday.
Yeah.
Tuesday it did rain. The rest of the days were just magical.
Yeah.
Okay, my friend.
We'll see you Monday for episode 100.
Unbelievable.
And you'll be hosting. No pressure.
Make sure to record. I'm not going to have any fancy backgrounds, but I'm sure you will.
I'll have something. Yeah.
You will. Oh my God. 100 episodes.
That's crazy. I'm surprised you tolerated me for 100 meetings.
Hey, Greg, speaking of which, maybe we should do a pivot.
Yeah.
Like our episodes obviously are very difficult to follow for anyone who's not, who has the patience to look at two guys bantering about their lives and what they've done the previous day for an hour.
Yeah.
We're at 100 episodes. What if we switch this to a podcast?
Yeah.
Sure.
We can do it. I mean, we can talk about different things. It's a natural inflection point, right? To think like, what's the next 100 episodes look like? Or
I'm thinking we can do, we can come up with a theme for each episode. And the theme is obviously going to be around the stuff that we do.
Yeah.
Coaching and what problems. And we talk about that for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Now it will require some editing.
Yeah.
And I think I will splurge on the microphone so that it sounds better. But at least we have a theme, and then we could post it under that theme. And this is no longer going to be entrepreneur versus entrepreneur. This is going to be some sort of a podcast.
Yeah. And Kajabi actually has just launched a podcast tool.
What's the tool?
I'll show it to you. So people can sign up for the RSS feed.
Yep. RSS,
yeah. And where's my thing? I don't know why my episodes aren't here.
Hello, friends. Greg Fisher here from Team Unleash Your Potential.
Anyway, you can, the good thing with this, if you use this through the Kajabi app, like you can listen to the audio with your phone locked.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a proper audio player.
Interesting. Okay.
But I'm just saying that, if we want to host it on here.
Well, I think we should host it everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know what it costs, or if it costs anything to put it on like Spotify or
I don't think so.
SoundHound.
It's funny. I mean, when we started this, it was like a no-brainer. Like, we're just meeting anyway, just record it and post it, right? Like, it was just creating content.
Yeah.
Like we really don't have other than just an authentic, genuine, this is what real people's boring conversations are like.
Yeah,
there's no production value. There's no editing for the most part.
We have most of the tools. I mean, we're not gonna make this a picture perfect sound production because one, we don't have the skills. Two, we don't have the necessity for this.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna take a look. But we could do a short, like 15-minute episodes, no more than half an hour, like on a topic. Like you've talked about, you have plenty of topics. We've the worst thing is like we can't really go back to like review all of our shows on something. I remember that one episode when I had just a flow of consciousness and I did not record it.
Yeah.
That was pathetic.
How many $1 million ideas were lost?
Yes, just because
To
of
the
my
ether.
incompetence. Yeah.
All right. Well, we can pick that up on Monday and decide what we want to do.
Indeed. Indeed.
All right. Have
All right, my
fun
friend.
in
Take
website
care.
land. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.